Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing how to remain feminine and phenomenal in the workplace. As we continue on our feminine journey, it can be challenging to maintain your feminine demeanor while meeting the obligations of the workplace. Even when you are working from home, it can be difficult at times to deal with the different personalities from managers or coworkers or even difficult customers. Most of us may be tempted to argue or try to reason with someone who is making us uncomfortable. Sometimes this may work, but this tactic can be highly ineffective when you are dealing with a negative or nasty person at work. As a feminine woman, it is very important to be able to maintain a calm demeanor and maintain your femininity at all times. So today I will be giving you 6 tips on how to maintain your femininity at work. Here we go. These are my 6 tips on maintaining your femininity in the workplace. Number 1 is remain positive and be uplifting. Always be kind and helpful to your coworkers. Be patient with others who may have questions, and people will automatically look to you as a feminine leader. Number 2 is do not participate in office gossip or office drama. This helps you to avoid negative situations, helps you to avoid negative people, and also helps you to avoid developing a negative reputation. Your reputation will be one of the most important things that you will carry with you throughout your career, so it is important to maintain a positive and non-messy environment so that people do not look to you as a gossip or a messy person. Number 3 is disengage from negative people or bullies. Sometimes people will purposely try to start drama with you. Some people take femininity as a weakness, and based on their own insecurities, they will project that onto you. It will create a negative atmosphere, and if you feed into it, it will just cause the situation to grow. So you want to refrain from engaging when people are being negative with you, and just advise them that you do not feel comfortable discussing that at this time, and advise them to have a great day. Number 4 on the list of ways to maintain your femininity at work is to network inside and outside of your job. So you want to set goals. If you may not be happy exactly with the position that you are in or at the company that you are currently working for, you want to set a goal to change that circumstance, and then you want to network with people who can help you achieve that goal. Inside the job, it may be your manager, it may be a manager in a different department, it may just be coworkers that perform a different duty than you, that can give you some insight into maybe moving to a different department. Outside of work, if you live in a large to a moderately large city, maybe you can attend different networking opportunities. Even if you're not working directly in that field, you could meet people who could benefit you in whatever field that you are in. So I highly suggest to expand your horizons and make sure that you maintain a good social and business network. Okay, and number 5 on my list of ways to maintain your femininity at work is to accept feedback or criticism with grace. So, if you have a manager who is responsible for guiding your growth and development in your position, they will be providing you feedback. You may take it as criticism, whether you agree with it or not. You want to make sure that you always listen objectively, listen to everything that they say, and also whether you agree with it or not, make an honest effort to implement the suggestions. So usually if a manager does suggest that you change a process or a way that you do something, go ahead and implement it whether you agree with it or not. And then you can provide feedback to the manager. Usually they will ask you, how is it going? How did it work out for you? So at that time, if you do have a suggestion on how you can do it differently, then you can bring that up at that time. But if someone is asking you to do something at work, I'm not, as long as it's ethical and in line with what your job description is, then my suggestion, and just from experience, whether you know what's right, quote unquote, what is right or not, it is better to go ahead and implement the suggestion and then be able to provide feedback later on. Number 6 on the list of ways to maintain your femininity at work is do not discuss your personal life at work. So it's okay to maybe let people know if you are married, or maybe it's okay to just let them know that you have children on a surface level, but going into detail about any conflicts that you or your partner or spouse may have, even if your children are maybe annoying you, or if you're having maybe any serious issues with your family at home, whatever the case may be, you want to keep that private. One of the main characteristics of a feminine woman is that she maintains a certain level of feminine mystery. So if you are telling even people that you consider to be a friend at work, if you're telling them things about your private life that they would not be privy to in other circumstances, that can sometimes come back to bite you. Not saying that you cannot make friends at work. I do have maybe 1 or 2 people that I consider to be my friend, and I met them at work. So it is possible to find a true friend in a workplace environment, but I can also attest to the fact that that's not the norm. Even though I may have spent a lot of time, had a lot of things in common with many people that I worked with in the past, I can count on less than one hand the amount of people that I still interacted with shortly after I no longer was working there. So the point in saying that is no point in discussing your personal life. It is not feminine to share private details or of your life, and those details should just remain at home. Keep home at home, keep work at work. And last but not least, on my list of ways to maintain your femininity in the workplace is to always keep your resume updated. An updated resume can provide you with endless opportunities, even if you are happy with the current company that you work for. there can be opportunities for advancement. A promotion that hasn't been posted yet could arise, and you don't want to waste time trying to get a resume together. You want to always stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And more importantly, if you do not like the company that you currently work for, or the position that you're in, or maybe just the manager or department that you're currently in, an updated resume gives you easy access to exploring other options. And it can also give you an opportunity to remove yourself from a negative environment. It can interrupt your feminine energy if you are in a toxic workplace, if you are in a negative environment, if you are in an environment that you do not like. So it's important to always keep your resume updated so that if any opportunities do arise or you find yourself in the need of a new opportunity, you can always be ready to make new moves. And that's all for today on my list of ways to maintain your femininity in the workplace. If you have any other tips on ways that we can maintain our femininity and remain phenomenal in the workplace, then leave them down below in the comment section. Also, if you haven't done it already, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. I will be posting new videos, hopefully every week, on ways that we can maintain being phenomenal in every aspect of our lives. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you all have a phenomenal day.